Hey, what's up guys, me, Faith Luminous, and Season 5 has been so awesome to us lately, and Hasbro has actually been really awesome to us lately. I'm not sure why that is, at least with copyright. Now, we're on episode 7 and we're in the first break, and I think this is the first of 3 breaks, which is only 1 week this time, but 2 weeks next time and 3 weeks after that. They start to get pretty long as time goes on, almost becoming a month. So I'm not sure why that is, but I'm not exactly complaining because that does stretch out this season. Because we had to wait almost 1 year for this season to even start. And I don't know about you, but I'm not quite ready to go back to the hiatus just yet. So we had the season premiere, which was a double-parter as it always is. And in that we only had 1 song, which was actually shockingly surprising. But we did see a huge range of facial animation and just awesome animation that we've come to expect from Hasbro and from MLP. Now, love the story or hate the story, it was still overall pretty decent in that regard. Now, there were a few gripes, as I've obviously pointed out in my Everything's Wrong With video, which is a shameless plug with this link right here that you should click and go like and subscribe if you're not already. Go ahead, you know you want to. But overall, I still enjoyed the episode. I've watched it a couple of times already. The next one was Castle Sweet Castle, which was arguably the worst one of the entire season. And I only say that because the other one shined so bright, it just kind of cast a shadow on this one. And the reason was that the way that the friends treated the situation, it was like they've never experienced loss, which obviously isn't true. Now, of course, a lot of this stuff isn't explicitly stated, but we don't see Applejack's parents anywhere. Nor do we ever see any mention of Rainbow Dashes. Fluttershy's and Rarities just kind of goes off into the void. Now, of course, we know Pinky's parents are still alive and well, but she hasn't seen them that often. And the way they treated the situation was just rather childish. But the ending scene of that definitely still made the episode worthwhile. Not to mention the whole new Twilight punk rock main style. The one after that was Bloom and Gloom, which we have to give it up for Best Princess, at least in my opinion, Luna. I mean, a lot of Luna fans are just overly edgy, and I'm talking straight out of the kitchen drawer, butter knife edge, ready to cut into some tender butter. But me, I personally have a thing for the whole bad girls in the series. I personally find their characters to be awesome because they're never fully explained so that they can keep that Y7 rating, and it allows us to kind of capitalize on that and make our own stories and fill in the gaps. And this one also reaffirmed the knowledge of what their special talents are, and it actually kind of showed that yes, they do realize what they're good at, but they haven't put 2 and 2 together yet, which again is more contradictory information on the whole Cutie Mark thing. In one case, people aren't actively aware of their talents, in the other, in this case, they are aware of their talents, yet their marks don't manifest. It's a weird thing, and we're not exactly sure what the specifics on this are, and seeing as how it's a fictional world, I can't really do any real research on it. And then we come to the most recent one, which is Appaloosa's Most Wanted. And that one was decently okay, and it only fueled more confusion about the marks, actually. It shows that you can get a bad mark, and while he didn't necessarily have a bad luck mark, he treated it as such, which means that there is the possibility that you can get a mark in something that you don't actually desire. And while his passion was actually to be performing in the rodeo as a normal contestant, he got a mark for something completely opposite, which means the mark isn't exactly what you love to do, it's simply what you're best at doing. Which opens a whole nother gate of possibilities. Technically that means that if you love singing, but you're just not as good of a singer as another person, your mark might be in janitorial duties. So this season really is sticking to this whole Cutie Mark magic, and I'm actually interested to see what episode 7, Make New Friends but Keep Discord, is going to be about. And soon we have the infamous episode 100 coming, which has the potential to be either the best episode or the worst one, depending on how much you're going to fan pander, and if they do it in the good sense. There's obviously certain attitudes that we have given to these background characters, and for them to completely ignore those would be a slap in the face of the community, and obviously wouldn't like it as much. But for them to give it 100%, they're gonna have to up that rating a lot. So it's gonna be interesting to see how they handle that. But we're 6 episodes deep, guys. That means there's only about 20 more, which is a little bit more than 20 weeks of content. So, the train's just started, guys. We're not even halfway over yet, so if you're hyped now, just wait.